Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex with the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, you are just catching the replay. Happy Monday. It is a cutout of the week, so if you're new around here, we have a brand new cutout on our page that's only available during that week. So this week is a little Patriotic Pig. So we've got some painting to do, so when y'all pop on, say hey, and comment the word pig, and you'll get the link for this week's cutout of the week, okay? So we're gonna start painting. We got all of our little pieces. I'm just gonna jump right into it. We really need to paint the back part of this, and we just need to paint this part right here. So when y'all pop on, say hey, I'm gonna get my baby wipes and we're gonna wipe these down. And I'm gonna get this shared over into the broadcast channel. I just remembered. But I hope everybody's having a great Monday. Hello, hi Robbie, hi babe, hi Donna, hi Kathy. All right, let me get this shared into the broadcast channel and then we will get started. All right, there we go. Okay, so it's a pig and I don't really have like pig colors, so we're just gonna make do with what we have. We're gonna go in with our pink, our vintage Victorian, and then kind of do like some shading and all of that. So when y'all pop on, say hey. Let's start painting. Hello, Melinda. Hi, Robbie. Hi, Linda. All right. Bear with me, y'all. I am not feeling very good. I took a little nap, and I woke up not feeling the greatest. So I apologize if I seem a little off. I just don't feel that well. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Diane. Hi, Sharon. All right. We're gonna get this on there and then we're gonna dry it and we're gonna do another coat. Hi Janelle, hi, hello. Hi y'all, oh my gosh. Hi Brenda. All right, so if you're just jumping on, we had some things in our live sale from last night. That's what I forgot to do. That we had like a chicken, we had like a patriotic chicken, and then we had a patriotic cow. Well, I found the pig after my live yesterday, and I thought, let's do that for cutout of the week. And you can grab all three of them on my website or whichever one you want. So we're gonna do one of these. It's good, darling. Hi, Holly. You'll always cheer me up. It's good. You know, I haven't had like a new car in quite some time, so it's nice to have a car that's reliable. Because with my old Yukon, I was never sure if I got in that it would start wherever I left. Like I knew I could probably get somewhere, but I was always afraid that I'd get stranded or stuck wherever I was. So I think it's allergies because my throat is a little scratchy, my head hurts a little bit. And I'm extremely tired. Like I did not want to wake up for my nap. Hi, Sandy. Yay, you got your order. All right. So there's our little pig. What I am going to do is we're going to shade this, but I'm going to paint this part first and then we'll go in. So I'm trying to decide what to do with the center. I got a forward edge. That's what I got. Yay! I'm glad to hear that y'all are getting your orders. All right, so I think we're just gonna paint the whole pig in this color, obviously, and then we'll just use our distress crayons to kind of distress and add a little bit of depth to it, I guess you would say. He's got his little belly right here. Good evening, Shannon. Oh, I would know if I'm getting strep throat. I get strep throat very easily. So it doesn't feel like that for me as of now, but we'll see. I was around my niece, my 6-year-old niece, and you know, kids like that are like petri dishes, if you will. So hopefully she didn't get me sick. Hi, Nara. I already love it because it's a reliable car. I can get in my car and I know it's going to turn on and I know it's going to work. Well, let's hope, right? So I'm happy. And y'all, they were doing some great, like, it was a great deal. It was like, the MSRP on it was like 40 grand, and I did not pay anywhere near that. So I am pretty happy with it. Hi, Sandra. I got my box today. I'm excited. Yay! Yes, Patriotic mystery boxes are starting to ship. So you should start seeing those come out. Your shipping emails very soon. All of them will be shipped by Friday. Yeah, I know when I'm getting strep throat. I don't think it's strep throat. I think it's just allergies. Oh, how nice, Maureen. How wonderful. How was everybody's weekend? What did y'all do this weekend? Did y'all do anything fun? Did y'all go anywhere? Did you have any good food? I don't know if y'all saw my picture earlier today. So here in San Antonio, there's a big thing called Fiesta, and it's like a 20-day something party around San Antonio. And there's all sorts of different events. And so as a kids, there you always get off for, they call it the Battle of Flowers, which is there's a big parade on Friday. And so that's what's happening this week. And so usually in elementary schools, they do some sort of like Fiesta float parade, like a kid version of it. And so the kids decorate like a shoebox and all of that. And so over the weekend, my sister-in-law had asked me if I could help her with Emery's, like her float. And so she wanted to do a puppy dog because she absolutely loves dogs. And so I used one of the cutouts in my live sale from a couple weeks ago. And then she decorated with her Barbies and all of that. Oh no! Crafts and clean up garage. Yay, Maureen! Did y'all catch the live sale? I have not sent out invoices for that. I was going to do it this morning, but then I forgot someone needed to borrow my computer this morning. And then the day got away from me, but I will be sending out invoices for the live sale after my live tonight. So don't be alarmed if you haven't received it. I'll get that over to y'all. This evening. Nothing and no good food. Oh no, I'm sorry, Tammy. We had our family Easter. Ooh, lasagna. Did you do homemade lasagna, Diane? What did y'all do? I want to know. I'm so nosy. Like, tell me. All right, we're going to do another coat of this pink. Now, I would probably do something a little bit more peachy than pink, but you know what? We are going to add some distress crayons to it and make it a little bit more peach, if you will. But you can paint your pig however you want to, however you would like. And I got really heavy-handed with this paint, so we're gonna have to sand this down just a little bit. Let's get this dry. Then we're gonna have the grass that's gonna go behind. All right, we're gonna let that dry while the rest is, we're gonna let that dry while we're painting the rest. Next, I'm gonna paint our grass in the color New Leaf. That's one of those deco starts. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? All right, we're gonna paint this piece, and I'm just gonna use this guy and get this on here. I should have base coated this probably in white, so we're gonna have to do a couple of coats. But we're just painting tonight, no transfers. It's cutout of the week, so it's a brand new cutout. And I actually showed the chicken and the cow of this last night. And so if you missed our live sale, you can still shop the live sale. It's right there on my page. You have until Friday. This is $12 shipped. So each animal is $12 shipped, but if you get all three, it's $25 shipped. So you do save a little bit when you purchase all three. Because the cost of shipping is included in the price. Just so y'all know. So it's $12 shipped. All right, second coat. Picking up all that extra paint that's in the lid. And we are just painting our grass. Texas Roadhouse. Is that what you had for dinner? Hi, Marcy. I wanted Chinese food tonight, but they are closed. Oh, no. I love Texas Roadhouse. We've talked about this before. All right, that's painted. We've got lots of little pieces. So then we've got his little hooves. I think I'm going to paint these black. No, that's blue. We don't want blue hooves. We want black. All right. So we're going to do the same thing and just going in with my paint and getting this nice and painted. You could do brown. The example picture had it in black. So, hi, Jan. Yes, y'all. And if y'all comment that word pig, you'll get the link to our cutout of the week. So, I hope this turns out the way I'm expecting it to. We'll see. The example picture is absolutely adorable. All right, I'm going to lay that there in case we need it again. So I'm just going through and I'm painting all of our little pieces. Look, we got another pink piece. So let me wipe that down. How are y'all doing? Y'all are so quiet tonight. Usually we're very chatty. I hope everybody's doing well. All right, I'm just gonna go in with a smaller little brush and go over this. And I'm making a big old mess. But what else is new? Hi, Michelle. Hi, Marlene. Leftover baked chicken with fried potatoes and veggies. Yum. Y'all, do me a huge favor. Hit that heart button. Comment our keyword, which is pig. And be sure to sprinkle the video. That helps me out so much when y'all do that. So, yeah. We're going to get our second coat. And then we'll put it to the side to dry. All right, next we have the little pinwheel. So I think I'm going to do this in my patriotic colors, right? So I'm going to do white. There we go. I'm going to do red for the big parts and then blue for the smaller pieces. It is a Monday. I know. I had breakfast for dinner. Yum. It is certainly a Monday. Oh, Sandy, I'm so sorry. All right, here's where I need y'all's help. I'm trying to decide on a blue, okay? So we've got our royal blue. Cover up my face. The royal blue. We have a bright blue, or we have a navy blue. What color blue should we use to go with our true red? Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. I baked fresh beans today for, ooh. Hi, Ange. How are you? All right, I'm going to paint this piece red. It is definitely a Monday, though. I will agree. Maureen says navy. Sharon says royal. Which blue? Hi, Nancy. Thank you so much. Had pasta and meatballs, navy, royal. What's the third one? I know the chicken and the pig. A cow. It's a cow, Miss Donna. I have them right here. So all three of these will go together. So here's the chicken. All right. And then here is the cow. I wasn't able to get a picture posted before my live, but I will post those after my live onto my website. All right. Navy's having soup for dinner. I know it's getting warmer, but soup is so good. All right, let's go in with the royal blue and let's see how we like that. And if we don't like it, then we go over with the navy. Because I wanted a bright blue. I think this is gonna look good. Oh yeah. Go over this. We're gonna dry. And it definitely needs another coat. What color was what? which color was what? Can you give me like what shade of color or like what color you're talking about? Because I don't know which color you're talking about. All right. That looks good. And I think our red is good. You're a friend of Cheryl. Which Cheryl? I've got lots of Cheryl, Miss Ange. Hi, Victoria. Miss Cheryl Willinger, Cheryl Horn. Yes, Miss Sandy. We'll be thinking of you, my friend. Ooh, okay. Do we like those two together? Are their eyes just a dot? I didn't see anything. Correct. You'd have to draw the eyes on yourself. That is correct. All right, save that there. Yay! Oh, okay. I know Miss Cheryl Rizzo. I know who you're talking about. I got lots of Cheryls on here. Do we just place the word trio? Can I message you later? What? Hi, Haley. Trio. What are you talking about? All right, next I'm going to go in with the yellow. Okay. And, you know, once we get everything painted, then the fun part comes where we do all the shading and the distressing. That's my favorite part. I am enjoying painting, but I don't enjoy the painting. You know what I mean? Like, I like the distressing part. Hi, Sue. Hi, Donna Glaze. Hi, Diana. Oh, Diana, you're already here. Hi, Kim. If y'all are just jumping on, say hey. Our keyword tonight is pig. We are doing a little patriotic piggy, and it goes with our chicken and our cow that we had in our sale last night. And you can actually grab all three on my website. For $25, you get all three, and that includes the cost of shipping. Ooh, I forgot to put that in the free shipping category. I'm so glad you found me too, Miss Kim. I forgot to fix the shipping, so if you order this, I will refund you the shipping, obviously. I just realized that was one thing I forgot to do before I went live. But I'll also post an update in the broadcast channel once I fix the shipping if you want to grab these. All right, there is our star. Next, we have the sunglasses. We're almost done with the painting, y'all. It's so close. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? Hi, Linda. I'm pretty sure I shipped out one of your orders today, Miss Linda. All right, so now we're gonna paint. I'm gonna paint the glasses white, and then we'll go back in with a, maybe I won't paint them white because I don't got white. I don't have white in front of me. I have this. We'll use this. Maybe. What was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was gonna say. What was I saying? Oh, I'm gonna paint the whole thing white, but we're gonna go in and we'll fill in the glasses part with black marker at the end. Okay. It is a great deal. I think I like to do the bundles and save for y'all because I think you'll really enjoy those. And plus, if you're buying all three, you might as well save a little bit, right? So I'll fix it after my live. Looks like orange or red because I love. You talking about this one? It's true red. I think this is the one you're talking about. True red. I use that a lot for Christmas time too. Ooh, if I know where my, oh, I have it right here. We could do some liquid glass. Haley loves the liquid glass, y'all. She wants me to use it all the time. Nara, was it that color that you were asking about? I think it was. All right, so now we're going to go in. We're going to use our royal blue again, and then our red and our white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this top part. Actually, I'm going to paint everything white, and then I'm going to go in. I'm going to do this in blue, and then our stripes, we'll take a paint marker, and we'll do the stripes in red. and it'll be just fine. Well, maybe I'll use a paintbrush. I don't know, y'all. I'm just talking out loud here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna see. We're just experimenting. All right, so I'm gonna go over all of this in white. White will add a good layer if you're using acrylic paints, which we are. Other than this, white is a chalk paste that I use with my transfers. I would just use white acrylic paint, but I don't have it in here. All right, let's dry and let's do another coat. You're welcome, Nara. Oh my word. Knocking stuff over. But if you are new here, hello, we are doing our cutout of the week. So I have a brand new cutout every single week. And this week you can get the trio. 2 of the items were available in my live sale yesterday. And then I was telling everybody I found the pig after my live sale last night. So I thought, let's do that for cutout of the week. And you can grab all of it. Now, if you already placed an order for the live sale and you want to add this, you totally can. You're welcome, Nara. It's a really pretty red. I use that a lot for Christmas. All right. There we go. Let's dry it. And then we'll go over it with the blue. And so if you want the link to it or you want to see the price and all that, comment the word pig, P-I-G. Let me see if I can fix it now. Because that's driving me nuts that I messed up the shipping. Let me see if I can fix it for y'all. All right, next I'm going to take a straight pin. So let me show y'all. There are lines. It's kind of hard to tell. There are lines that are scored on there, right? And when you paint, and if you're a heavy-handed painter like me, it is hard to see those score lines. And so I like to take a straight pin and I like to clean them out, just so it's easier to be, the lines are easier seen that way. And it does make a difference like on what you're doing. But since I'm going to be kind of coloring in these lines, I want to be able to see the lines very easily. And I'll show you what it looks like here at the end. So just cleaning out the lines, look how much of a difference that makes. Okay, now we're gonna go in with our royal blue at the top. Let me see if I can get this fixed while I'm live. And that way, if you wanna grab any of these, you don't have to worry about the shipping. So we're going in with our royal blue. And I'm just going to paint this up here. This blue is gonna need quite a few coats to cover. I probably should have sanded it a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go in with this and just trace the line. Right? Okay, so there's one coat. This is my only gripe with acrylic paint is it doesn't cover well all the time. I'll have to fix the shipping after my live because it's asking me for a code. It's asking me for a code to log in. So if you purchase this and it charges you shipping, I will refund you the shipping, I promise. Thank you. You can always go back. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Angie. I'm just catching up on comments, y'all. Thank you. What do you use to clean out with? I just use a straight pen. One of these. It's kind of hard to tell. But I just use one of those. Nothing fancy. Whatever can fit inside those lines. That's the best thing I have found that will fit nicely inside those lines. All right, let's dry. It needs another coat.
Now, if you comment the word sale, it's not going to take you to my live sale. You'll have to go back on my page and look for it, or at the end of my live, what I will do is I will drop a link to the live sale in the comments for you if you want to go back and shop that. But unfortunately, you're just going to get the message for my live sale. All right. Why is this not covering well? Anybody got any tips for me? Hi, Rebecca. My paint's not covering well. Dang blue. If you are new here, I've always used acrylic paint, but not as much as I have lately. And I'm learning, you know, like I'm learning, you know, little tips and tricks and hints. But do y'all have any suggestions to get that blue nice and solid other than just multiple coats? I think it was the chalk paste that I used underneath. Yeah, you got the message, Ange, but it wouldn't. There's not a link in there that'll take you to the live. The blue, yeah, it did cover better. Oh well, I did, Sue. But it does have like that. I need to shake it a little bit better. Let's try it again. I shouldn't have base coated it with, yeah. Okay, so don't base coat with white when you're painting with blue, y'all. I'm learning. I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. Oh, there we go. I guess I didn't shake it well enough. All right, getting that covered. We might need one more coat, and I think it's gonna look good. Hi, Cruz. I agree, Diane. I think one more coat and we'll be good. All right. Little moss. Yeah. It was the white. I don't know if it was the white paste or just because of white in general. But it's okay. It's still gonna look cute. There we go. We got it covered, y'all. Just took a little extra love. All right, next we're gonna do another coat of the white here. It is, Ange. No, sale is one of my words, but that's for the live sale, like from last night. So you'll get a message, right? You'll still get the message with all that, like the ways to claim on the live sale, but there's not a link directly in that message to the video of the live sale. Does that make sense? You're right. Sale is absolutely one of my keywords. It's just not going to take you to that video. White acrylic paint would have been fine. I think it may have been. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Kimberly. It's okay. I would have used white acrylic paint had mine been in here. And my glue's not in here either. Oh my gosh. I'm so not prepared. Okay, I think we have just a couple more, one more piece to paint, which is a little star, and then it's going to be time to start putting it all together, okay? So if you're like, girl, get it together and start gluing, I'm going to. It just, you know, just takes a little time with all these little pieces. And I got stuff everywhere. Now with yellow, this yellow, I know it takes several coats. Okay, dry it. Haley, can you do me a favor? Can you go grab the link to that video for the live sale and drop it in the comments? Do you mind doing that for me, friend? All right, another yellow, another layer. You know, getting my tape board would probably be way more helpful than trying to paint it with my hands. You're fine, Ange. Haley's going to grab the link to the live from last night for the live sale, and you can go shop over there after the live or during the live, whatever you want to do. All right. Looks good. I think we're done painting. No, we've got to paint. We've got to paint the stick on here. Should we do white or should we do brown? Hi, Lynn. Is Thomas still here? He was here earlier. Maybe we should just do black. Maybe I'll just do black because black will be easy to cover. You're welcome, Ange. Give 1 second. Haley will drop the link in the comments here in just a second. Yes. So Marcy, even if you order it, I will refund you the shipping. You know I always do anytime I make that mistake. But if not, if you want to wait, that's totally fine. I will post an update in the broadcast channel if you want to grab them then too. And if you're not on my broadcast channel, make sure that you join. Right down there in the pinned comment, there's a link. It's just like a way for me to message you. Mainly when I'm live and like any stuff like links and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to do black. So, that's blue. I keep pulling that for blue. We want black. And I know I just threw away my little foam brush for black. Here we go. All right. Getting that covered. Yeah, I'll drop the link to the live sale if Haley doesn't at the end. All right, there we go. Now I think we got everything painted. So now here comes the fun part, is putting it all together and starting to kind of shade and put everything on our little piggy. Okay, so I'm going to put all of my little pieces right here so we don't lose anything. Okay, now my paint on my pig, it was a little thick, so I'm going to sand it lightly just to kind of smooth it out a little bit, and then we will go in with the shading. Oh, you did. Okay, Haley dropped the link. I missed it. So I'm just going to smooth this out a little bit. I don't even know where the outline to the little belly is. No rush. Invoices will be sent this evening. I was talking about that earlier. I'm sure you weren't here, Ashley. Thomas had to borrow my computer this morning, and so I didn't have a chance to invoice. And by the time he was done with it, I was crazy busy. So I will send invoices after my live. I haven't forgotten. It's just been, it's been a little crazy around here. So, all right, I'm going to go through, I'm going to clean up the edges. So what I like to do, you see all that paint on the edge? I like to take a black marker and just go around the edge to clean it up. You could sand this off if you wanted to, but knowing me, if I'm a heavy-handed painter, I'm a heavy-handed sander, I'm going to rip off those ears. No, you're good, Ashley. I know. There's been people who've been messaging me thinking I forgot. I didn't forget. It's just been a little crazy. So that's my plan for tonight. It's to heat up my leftover Chick-fil-A. So I went and got myself a Chick-fil-A sandwich today. And I got a second one, and I'm going to heat it up, and that's what I'm going to have for dinner. So I'm going to heat that up. I'm going to eat and send invoices. The America sign behind me. Ooh, this one? Yeah, sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. But we can make it look not sloppy. You know what I mean? All right, so there is a scored line for his little belly. But y'all, I put so much dang paint on here. I'm not even going to worry about it because his belly is going to be covered for the most part. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to pull out our distress crayons. Y'all, and I bought more. I bought more distressing crayons today. I cannot wait to get them. And I'll have to go run and get my glue here in a second and more makeup sponges. Yes, that one. That one was super popular, that America sign, and y'all also really liked this one. This one was probably my favorite so far of like the America stuff that we've done. All right, we're gonna take our little piggy, and we are just going to kind of distress to add a little bit of dimension to our pig. So let me show y'all. Okay. And I am going to distress all around the edge of this. So I use distress crayons. If you've never seen them used before, the way that I learned it is you take a makeup sponge, you apply the color to the butt of the sponge, and then you just distress like normal. And this is the color Abandoned Coral. Okay, so it is adding some dimension to our little piggy. A little bit here, a little bit here. All right, let's see. I don't know if it's still in stock, Victoria. That might have sold out. You'd have to go on the website and look. You know what, Tammy? You only live once, so enjoy it. If you love to craft, you craft, girl. I'm sure there's things that he does that, you know, seem trivial. I shouldn't encourage this. But you do you, girl. All right. What do we think? That looks good. So then like our little hand is going to go here. What I need to do is little noggin, his little snout. Okay. I might have to cover that. But kind of let me show y'all what we're going with. All right. Oh my word. This is going to be the most adorable little Patriotic Pig ever. Alex, do you plan on doing the veteran's boots? Yes. Yes, Linda. I don't have the transfer yet, so I don't know. I don't have the transfer yet, so I don't have the cutout yet, but I am planning on adding that to my website for sure. Alex, what color is that? Do you know I don't know the pack number, Kim, but if you comment the word pig, okay, in that message, there'll be a button that says Amazon favorites. Click on that, and then click on, when you get to Amazon, on my Amazon storefront, there's something that says like distressing ink. Click on distressing ink, and this is linked in there, but it is the color Abandoned Coral. Okay. Alrighty, so I think let me go grab my glue and my makeup sponges, and then we can start putting our pig together. And this pig should stand up without needing like a kickstand. If you use our stick fast glue, right? So I hope this little piggy turns out so cute. I want to do the others because I think they're so fun. All right, so a little bit of glue. Obviously, I need to clean up my edges a little bit more. Okay. So there's what we have. I like remember to hide my face. I'm over here like wanting to look at myself. All right, we'll distress the little snout. Thank you. Is the pink CC acrylic or paint? It's chalk paint. So it's the color Vintage Victorian. You could definitely use peony. That would be pretty. You could use Peachy Keen. I won't, Kathleen. I'm not done yet. My husband tells me that's what you like to do. Exactly. Just got the, yay. I'm a bad influence, Joe. I'm like, get it for yourself, girl. You deserve it. Whatever that thing is, you deserve it. All right, so now I want to, on the nose, there are two little circles. I'm going to clean those out with my straight pin. Maybe. As best I can. Circles are a little bit more difficult. And I'm going to take, because I just want to get it in the little nostrils, unless we do the nostrils black. What do y'all think? Should we do the nostrils black, or this is what I was going to do. Or, oop, I kind of messed that up. No, I kind of like that. Let me fix it though. So the great thing about these distress crayons is you can wipe them away with water. So let's say I didn't like how that turned out. I could wipe it all off, dry it, and then start over. So that's the great thing, is that these distressing crayons are pretty forgiving if you mess up. Then I'm going to add a little bit more. All right, let's see. I haven't, Terry. All right. There's what we have. I'm going to clean this line between here. Make that look a little bit more defined. I might have to try that. Okay. What do we think so far? I'm not going to glue it yet because I want to make sure it's how I want it. I think I need to paint next piece, the little hose at the bottom. It shows a little bit of pink. Should we keep it pink, or should we paint the part that shows black? All right. While we're discussing that, we're going to do our stripes. Let's pull out our paint pans. I'm just testing the red on here to see which red I like. One that's as close to that as possible. Oh gosh, what did I just drop? Oh gosh. All right. We're just gonna go with this one. I'll have to look at that. How much for the, it's $12 shipped, Kathy. All the cutout I order, and he sees all the boxes and says you have to order and have not them, but oh. It's $12 shipped. I forgot to adjust the shipping, so it's still going to charge you shipping right now, but if you purchase this, I will obviously go back and refund you the shipping. But after my live, I'll go in and I'll fix the shipping, so it's free, but it's $12, and that includes the cost of shipping. Now, if you want to get all 3 animals, that's $25 with shipping. Okay. I'll do this one. So I'm using the Sharpie Creative Markers. I love them. They're my favorite. I'm going to definitely do a second coat. That blue is really pretty. All right, let's dry it. And let me look at your comments. Thank you, Haley. Yeah, you just got to fill out the QR code. I sent you, Lynn, I sent you a message. I emailed you back last night for that other thing, and I sent you a link. If you need a different one, just let me know. All right, I'm going back over this, filling in the little white spaces that didn't get filled in before. We're gonna dry it again and go over it one more time. And then I'm gonna do polka dots on the blue part. And I'm just gonna use my white paint pen to do the polka dots. All right, that looks good. So then now, well, shoot, did I leave that over there too? No, we'll just use this one. So I love this paint pen for polka dots. It's the best white paint pen that I have found. That's thinner, like a smaller. And we are just going to add some little polka dots. You could be as random with it, but I find if I go random, then I add way more than I should. And these probably should be a little bit bigger. Oh well. It's the 50 stars, right? All right. I apologize. My screen that shows me where I'm at kind of just stopped working. So, or it died. It ran out of battery. So if I don't show something completely in the center, you know why. Is what's in my Amazon storefront. All right, we're going to dry this, and then we're going to glue our little star. Okay, how do I want my star? Yeah, like that. Dot. What's up, Lisa? All right. Okay. And for my thing right here, we're going to do white lines. And we're going to see how this looks. You could do polka dots. You could do lines. Y'all, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants at this point. All right, let's see. Oh, darn it. My lines aren't long enough. All right, we'll fix. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to draw the lines connecting to one another because you're going to see it. I apologize if you're asking questions. I will look here in just 1 second. How do you join what, Ange? What are you trying to join, my friend? Ooh. I like that. Polka dots would be cute too. All right, let's glue. A little bit of glue. And then put this on. Oop. There we go. And we're going to add our star. And y'all, we are almost done. So y'all do me a favor, hit the heart button. Comment that word pig. That will get you the supply list, my group. And you probably are, since you commented the word sale, you're not able to get a second message on here. But I can send you the link here in just a second. Or Ange, if you send me a message saying you want the link to the group, that'd probably be easier. All right, then we're gonna glue this one. And we are almost done, my friends. All right, we'll let those set up. Let's clean out these lines. Thank you. It's turning out pretty stinking cute. I was a little worried about the pink, but I think because I had my distress crayon, it kind of made it look a little bit more pig-like. All right, we're gonna go in with black. Oop. My balance is all off today, y'all. And I like to use paint markers. You can use whatever brand that you like. My favorite is the Crayola, the Sharpie Creative Marker. This is kind of like the last little thing we have to do, and then we're just gonna glue everything. So you'll hit that heart button for me. Share the video if you haven't already done so. And we are going to do a little giveaway at the end. All right. Let's dry. And I think I'm gonna cover this up with black, because you're gonna see the hooves, so. Like so. If you're like, why did you do that? I'm gonna show you here in a second. Where did my hooves go? Right there. All right, let's glue our hooves down. Oop. I might add it afterwards. We'll see. All right, then we have, it's so cute. There we go. We want like that. Okay, let's glue his little snout. All right, then we're gonna glue this. And hold. Okay, Ange, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a great evening, my friend. Okay, and this side. All right, we want these to set up. Just a second. All right, y'all, what do y'all think so far? We don't want to mess with it. We got to let it sit before I move it. I think I'm going to add one. Let me fix this little part. I think I want to add red polka dots to the glasses. Yeah. You could leave these white if you wanted to, or whatever color. Blue glasses with white dots would be cute. All right. Let's hit that with the dryer. All right. Oh my gosh. So you can do it without the grass too. But look, when you do it with the grass, it looks so cute. So if you didn't want to include, oh gosh, if you didn't want to include the grass, you could totally do that on all three of them, I believe. You should be good to do that. But we're going to add the grass. Okay. let this set up. Okay, Alex, what did you just told yourself to let it set up and you're over here messing with it. And then we'll do the eyes, and then we'll see if we want to do liquid glass on the glasses. But that grass will also add like an additional support on the back if yours is a little wobbly. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. All right. And the sunglasses up here. Alrighty, here we go. We're gonna do, I'm gonna use acrylic paint for this. Yeah, that's about the size I want. Perfect. He is precious. All right. And then our glasses up here. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna let that set up for a second, but let me show y'all. We have a chicken with a little cute little popsicle. And then we got a sweet little cow with some ice cream. So these are also available when you comment the word pig. I added those. You could get the pig, the chicken, and the cow for $25. But there he is. You think we need to add a little bit of shading? Let's see. Where did I put it? Let's see if I can do it. When you do all of them, you make a, I know. Like, I really just want to paint the other ones just for fun. Maureen, I don't know if I'm doing this justice. I don't know. I feel like I should wipe that off. I'm gonna wipe it off. It looks silly. I should have done that before I glued it. But look how cute. So if you go grab this, it's gonna charge you shipping for right now. I'm gonna hop off of here in just a second, and I'm going to, I will fix the shipping for y'all, okay? I promise. Let me try it with this. With like a point. No. No. It is, Darlene. It is. It should be. It's probably under glue. Okay. That's something I need to work on, is just free hand shading, right? I'm not the best at that, but that's okay. All right. Liquid glass or no liquid glass on the glasses. Okay, so here he is standing up. He does stand. The other two will stand as well. So, oh my gosh, he is so cute. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Ah, that's so cute. Okay, we'll do the liquid glass real quick. Now, I won't be able to stand him up for a while because this will have to lay flat. But here is what our pig looks like with no liquid glass, okay? And I need to find my straight pin because it is stuck. It's clogged. It is clogged for sure. Let me use this one. He is adorable. All right, we'll add our liquid glass. Okay. Well, maybe not. you know, I kept the thing on there and it still got all gunky. All right, throw that away. What the heck? Y'all, I swear, I just cleaned it out. Hold on. I have to get another straight pin. I might need to cut it a little bit more. Hi, Linda. Oh, gosh. And now it's stuck to me. What the heck? It's not wanting to come out, y'all. Any tips? I think it's just dry in there. Ooh. All right, let's see now. There's something stuck in there. It's not coming out, y'all. We might not be able to do it. Let me cut it. I'm gonna cut the tip a little bit. All right, let's see. Nope. Your number's behind. Oh, yay. Yeah, they sure are, Sandy. They sure are, my friend. Oh, there we go. I hear movement. Cut tip more. There we go. Some of it's coming out. Maybe. Nope. There's like something, a clog in there. It's probably like just dried up liquid glass. Use a paintbrush or a Q-tip. Okay, we'll do that. Hold on. No. Okay. Let me wipe up my hands. And then we'll just use one of these. Okay. Ooh. There we go. A Q-tip would probably be way easier. You rinse it out. Well, I haven't used this since December, so there's no telling what's in there. All right, I'm not doing this justice. If the tip was cleaned out, it would be good. This is just driving me nuts that I can see the clog because it's right there. Go. There we go. Hold on. I may have gotten it. All right, let's see if that works. No, of course not. It's okay. All right, I'm gonna try to, it's not moving, it's not budging, but my luck, Lisa, is that I'll do that and then it'll just splatter everywhere. You already know. You already know. I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of thinking I should just wipe this off because it's not working. The thing is, I don't have a toothpick. I have my detail tool. Well, that end is broken. Let me try this. Here we go. It's not perfect, but it'll do. There we go. That's a lot better. And when this dries, I will post a picture in the morning with the liquid glass. There, okay, there we go, y'all. I guess I need to get some like Q-tips or something for in here. I don't have, it definitely needed like a pointed tip or end. All right, let's do the other one. I appreciate y'all being on here, hanging out. Give me just a few more minutes. We'll do our giveaway and then we will be done for tonight. Okay. I sure will. All right, I think that's good. There we go. All right, now that I got liquid glass all over my hands, I'm hoping that it'll wash right out off my fingers. It's liquid glass. It's this. All right, y'all, that's our project for tonight. I'm just gonna throw that away. I'm not even gonna attempt to. I will, Maureen. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna put the lid on there quite yet. All right, y'all, so hit the heart button for me. Comment the word pig to get the supply list. I think our piggy turned out. I do, Kim. If you comment the word pig. Ooh, okay. Maybe like a silicone Q-tip. I do, Kim. So if you comment the word pig, my page will send you a message and there'll be a button that says like join my free groups. You can click on that and there's the VIP group. And then there is the Cutout broadcast channel, which I don't post a ton in there. I need to start posting a little bit more. But that's over in there where you can be up to date on like any sales and stuff as far as cutouts go. All right, let me grab the live sale from last night. So like I've been showing you all throughout the live, there is a cow and a chicken option as well. You can get all three for $25, which does include shipping. I will go fix the shipping right after this. Let me grab the link to the live sale and I will work on invoices to the live sale tonight. So you should have those in your emails by tomorrow morning. If you don't have them, then you can send me a message and I am happy to send you a link to your invoice. Let me just give it a second. Here we go. I'm dropping the link to the live sale in the comments so you can go back and shop the live sale. And then you can also add this to your order if you would like. So if you already placed an order and you want to add this, you can totally do that. But it will stand all on its own. Okay? I certainly will, Marcy. I love him. Yay, Polly. Yay, yay, yay. Yes. And if you already went and bought these and it charged you the $7.99 shipping, I will go back and I will refund the shipping. I absolutely will do that immediately, okay? There was no shipping on all three. Okay. I'll have to look at it. I don't think I did it, but I'll have to look at it. So, but there it is. Let's pick a winner, okay? And I will send a message in the broadcast channel letting y'all know when I updated the shipping. So make sure that you join the channel. So right down there in the pinned comment where it says Comment Pig, open that up. There's a link in there for you to press. It's a free service. It just sends you a message to your messenger. And that's the best way to also know when I'm live, because I will send out a message in there when I do go live, okay? All right. Our keyword. So comment the word trio. Comment the word trio, and the 5th person to comment that word will be tonight's winner. Oh, thank you, Lynn. I forgot. But I'll post a picture of what the liquid glass looks like in the morning, okay? Thank you. All right, Tammy was 1. Shanna was 2. Barbara was 3. Anita was 4. Maureen Ramsey, you were number 5, my friend. So you are today's winner. Please send me a message saying, hey, I won, and I will get you your form filled out or sent over to you, okay? All right, I'm going to go soak my lid. I'm going to go fix the shipping. You all have a great rest of your night. I will see y'all tomorrow, and don't forget tomorrow is $10 Tuesday, so I will also post that in the broadcast channel or in the VIP group tomorrow morning, okay? Y'all have a great rest of your evening, and I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all.